Hello, everybody. Happy. Well, shoot. Hello, everybody. Oh, wow.
Text.
Okay, you can do it real quick. All right. I am Christy with Christy's Craft Room. You might hear a little bit going on in the background. We have some special guests for you guys tonight that we are super excited to introduce. And we're going to get this all pulled up here, and then we're going to introduce our friends that are here tonight. Sorry, you're going to see my phone for 1 second here while I get this adjusted. But come on in, say hello. Let us know where you are watching from. Let us know that you're here. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's going to be helpful if you turn your phone sideways, and you'll be able to see the full view, because we're doing it a little bit different tonight, okay? So come on in. Hello, Miss Colleen. Hello, Miss Lila, Miss Suzanne, Miss Kathy. Tim is sending out the text message right now. It is on its way to y'all. Hey, Robin from Greenville, Michigan. How are you tonight? Hello, Miss Leslie. All right, it is raining in Minnesota. Well, stay dry. It's been raining in Michigan here too. Hey, Miss Carol from Kimball, Michigan. Hello, Miss Jerry, Miss Sharon. Welcome, everybody. So we have some really special guests with us tonight. We have some members of our VIP group. We have 3 of them plus a husband that are joining us tonight. We're going to bring them in. We're going to introduce them to you, and we're going to let them kind of share some of their perspective. If you have questions for them, ask them in the comments, and we will try to get to some questions throughout if towards the end probably. Okay.
Whoa.
All right, we got the text out?
No.
Oh, he's still working on it. He forgot to do it, y'all. Hello, Miss Janet. Hello, Miss Cheryl. Hey, Miss Cindy. Hello, Miss Susan and Miss Crystal. Happy Tuesday. All right. So as soon as Tim gets his text out, he's going to bring our friends in, and we're going to introduce them. We're going to chat a little bit. And for those of you that don't know, our VIP group is open right now to new members, okay? It's only going to be open until Thursday at midnight. But if you join by midnight tonight, you will be entered into a contest or into a drawing to win 3 free months in the group. You would win the month of May, June, and July in the group. So you got to enter by midnight tonight, though, to be in that drawing, okay? Our craft kit group, what is it? Some of you are like, what is this thing? Well, it is
What is this nonsense you speak of?
It's just like it sounds. We send you a craft kit every single month. You get to come along and craft with us in a private craft night at the end of the month. But that's not it. We also do a bonus craft night mid-month. It's really just an excuse to hang out with all of our friends in the group again. You get discounts in our shop. You get early access to all news and information. You get early access to all new releases, things like the live event, different kits that we offer. And a lot of times those things sell out. So it's really good to get that early access to those. So hello, Miss Teresa. Hello, Miss Sharon. Hello, Miss Pam. I see lots of our VIP members here in the group. If you are a VIP group member, throw in the comments what your favorite thing about the group is. We'd love to hear from you too. What is your favorite thing about the group? I'm running out of things to solve with, Tim.
I'm working on it.
I'm running out of things. I'm running out of words, y'all.
What?
I know, right?
You're running out of words?
That's a rare occasion. Okay, the text is out.
All right, text is out.
Text is out. Fabulous.
Back over to this screen.
Okay, so we are going to bring our friends into the screen. Okay, some of these faces are going to be familiar to you. No. If the faces aren't, the names definitely will, because most of these ladies are on most of our lives. Okay.
Okay.
So we have. Are they all unmuted? Okay.
Oh
so,
wait, I'm not though.
So okay. What do you mean we're not? Oh, we can't hear. Okay. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Are we good? Are we good? Okay. All right.
As good as it's gonna get.
Okay. So we are going to start by introducing everybody. So first we're going to introduce, we have Miss Veronica Lanham. Hey, Veronica. So Veronica has been in our group since, we might need those headphones, and then we each just wear one. We might need to do that. Because I'm not going to be able to hear their responses the way we have it set up now.
Well, I think we're hearing.
We're hearing the echo, the delay of us. Okay. We're going to throw our headphones in real quick.
Now we're hearing all the inputs.
Okay,
So it might have to be one at a time. We're learning here, folks.
Hold on, y'all. Technology.
You might have to.
We'll just unmute them one at a time when they're talking, okay? So if you want to interject, just raise your hand, guys, okay? We'll watch for you and we'll get you if you want to add something. Okay. So are we good?
Hold on, let it catch up.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Okay, it's gonna have a delay the whole time. Okay, so Veronica, welcome. So Veronica has been in our group since March of 22, I believe, right? That was your very first kit. So, Veronica, do you want to just tell us a little bit about yourself? Like maybe tell us your crafting history. Like, have you always been a crafter? Are you brand new to it? How did you find Christy's Craft Room? And then how did you end up becoming a member of the group?
So I've been crafting, I don't even remember. Am I unmuted? I don't even remember. Am I unmuted? Do I go?
Yeah, you're good.
Let's see. I've been crafting probably over 20 years now. And when we bought our house, I had to have my own craft room. So everything that you see here is my personal space. My daughter also shares the room with me. She is turning 8. So she'll craft with me. Oh.
There.
Okay, let's try this again.
Okay.
Sorry.
I don't know where I left off. So I've been crafting for about 20 years. We bought this house a couple of years ago, and I made sure that I had my own crafting room. And so all this here is my personal space that I share with my 8-year-old, because she also crafts with me. So I'm passing down the gene to her. I have 4 kids, and she's the baby. So luckily the gene caught on to her, but didn't catch on to the other 3. And then how I found Christy's Craft Room was Facebook. I think it was Christy stalking me first before I stalked her. Your videos kept on showing up on my Facebook, and so I would watch the videos, and then finally, after a while, I started following you, and then started watching more of the videos. And I think at that time, I wasn't really paying attention to the VIP group, and then it just, I guess something clicked. And then when you opened it up, I took advantage of the opportunity and joined. So I was like, this is something I had to do. And I've been a member ever since, and I won't ever go back. I can't hear. You're on mute on my end.
There.
Okay. So yeah.
I'm trying over here.
We try and do fancy things around here, you know. So we stalked you first.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so next I'm going to introduce Mary Winkler, and she has with her husband, Heath. So Mary has been with us since October of 22. So Mary, can you tell me your crafting history, how you came about following our page, and then how you came about being a VIP member?
Well, I have crafted for as long as I can remember, just with my grandma, making little things growing up. And then I started making gifts for people. Just if I knew what they were interested in, I would try to focus on something specific to what they liked. If they collected birds, I would do something like that. And then I shifted into doing cards with pictures for family and then friends. And so I've always done that. And then, of course, with Christian growing up, we would do all the things that kids do. And kind of like Veronica said, you know, he was into it when he was young, but then, you know, I think we'll say it was a boy thing. He did the thing, and that was it. And then I think it was during COVID. My husband's dental practice closed down for 3 months, and it was tough. So I'd get out walking. He would do his crafts, or sorry, they're not crafts. His painting of soldiers and stuff. And so I got on Facebook and I was scrolling and you had appeared. And so I started watching you and others. And I think I was drawn. I kept coming back to you guys because I just felt like home. You guys just made me feel like you were in my living room and we were family. And that's continued. And then I was excited when I saw the first VIP live coming out, and I wasn't in the group, and so I didn't get a ticket. And so, and my husband, when we got back to work,
we sold out. Yes.
That was quick.
And so when we got back to work, my time was all at work. So when I had moments, I would watch what I could watch, and then I could always go back. But when I couldn't get in and I got the live ticket or the virtual ticket, I again saw that side of it. And it just, when I talked to my husband, he said, join the group, because I talked to him about it. And that was him saying, you need to take time for yourself. And I didn't do that. So I thought, okay, we'll see how it goes. And he also was trying to encourage me to take time, to do it. So I did the first craft with you guys, and it was fun. And it was also, I'm kind of, would you say I'm a shy person?
Yeah, a little.
So, I didn't really interact as much. but
Now she is.
And so anyway, I really felt like even if I couldn't do the craft and I couldn't watch it live, I knew it was there. Like I knew it was there for me. And so little by little, I try to be a part of it. It doesn't always work with the schedule, but as soon as the tickets came out, he was like, you got to go, and I'm going to take you, and this will be your birthday celebration. So we went to your second live. We drove all the way down from New York, and it was just amazing. The people, he came with me, and that really helped. But when we all got together in the craft and the people standing in line and everyone was like, oh, are you the one who was from New York? And, I was like, I was just like, wow. I just felt like everyone was just hugging everybody. It was just amazing. And so from when we got, actually, no, that was this past year, but yeah, so I started, I'm sorry, got distracted in my head. So anyway, it has been.
You're just
welcome to Christy's Craft Room.
You're just like me.
See, I told you I feel like home. Anyway, so it's been it's unexplainable. It started out as giving myself some time for a craft, and to an extended family. And I can't even, if anybody is shy, if anybody thinks that they can't do a craft, if anybody just wants to be a part of something, it's everything. It really is. And I'm very blessed to be a part of this and that you asked us here tonight.
Awesome.
And this guy is my number one support and encourages. And so we have our tickets for KCR Live, and fingers crossed that we can make it. He's just laughing at me.
Yes. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. Next, I'm going to introduce Candace. So Candace Barrett, she has been a member of the VIP group since July of 2020. So she joined just a couple months after we actually started the group. So Candace, can you kind of tell us your kind of background and how you found us and how you came upon being in the group so soon?
I've been crafting basically my entire life, from church, vacation Bible schools, and then my mother sewed and crocheted and knit and all the things. And then I actually got into Creative Circle, which was a company that sold different types of crafts. So that just continued my crafting. Then I became a teacher, and crafting came in handy on Fridays when I was trying to dangle that carrot. If you get your work done, you get to do the craft. And it worked. And so I had gone to Montana. It must have been late. Oh, no, it was early 2020 for a great niece's birth. And I actually found Lizzie and Aaron. And when my sister-in-law and I watched that, it was an egg. Anyway, we have to go to Hobby Lobby. I need to make this, And so that was a whole new type of craft. And then shortly thereafter, I found you and loved your first. You just were genuine, and you were probably as scared as I am right now. And so you just kept me going. So I will say that my husband at that time, 2020, he oh, sorry. I was going to just tell you that Paul was a very frugal man. Many would call that cheap. And he loved that I was so happy when I was watching you, but he just could see that this is going to cost me money. And but anyway, he ended up thinking that her happiness is better than being a grumble gut. So that's why he let me join. Please join.
Well, everybody needs a hobby, right? Everybody needs something to entertain themselves. And like we like to joke and say, it's cheaper than therapy, right?
That's right. That's right.
So I want to bounce back to Veronica a little bit here. So you guys often hear me refer to Veronica on our lives as bestie. So Veronica, she was in our VIP group before. Can you guys hear me okay? Real quick in the comments. Everything's good? Okay. So Veronica came to our live event, and she was in the VIP group before that. And Veronica was kind of quiet early on in the VIP group, or, she didn't stand out as like being super involved in all the conversations and in the lives, and like would pop in here and there. But then we met her at the live, and she was so cute. I came upon her and her husband, and we were kind of off to the side. Elaine and I were going to get sweet tea at Magnolia Market, and they stopped us and wanted to get a picture. So we got a picture, and then we talked a little bit. We went on, and then we walked by again, and her husband, sweetest guy, he stopped us and said, can she get another picture with you? She doesn't love that picture, the first one. Can she get another one? So we took another picture, we chatted a little bit, and then she ended up posting the photos on Facebook. And is it okay if I share the story?
Yes.
She posted the photos on Facebook, and she said that she put a comment and she tagged Christy's Craft Room in it. Don't think I don't see your posts when you tag Christy's Craft Room in them. I do see them. And she's like, she posted the photo of us together, and she's like, so we're besties now, right? So I commented back to her and said, yeah, we're besties now. So now she is lovingly referred to as my bestie. So when you hear me say Veronica bestie, this is who we're talking about. So Veronica she's really come out of her shell. She has really, it's been fun to watch her. She's always in the comments on the lives here on the main page. She's in the comments in the lives in the VIP group. She's interacting with people's posts over there. So it's just been really fun to watch her come out of her shell. Can you just talk to us a little bit about that, Veronica, about kind of your, kind of how you've evolved from when you joined to now?
I think what happened is I was reserved. My main focus was just crafting and seeing what you were doing and how you were doing it and learning new techniques. And I kept seeing everyone commenting, and it just seemed like everyone knew each other. And so I never said anything. I was like, I just didn't feel like I could interact and them know me because they never met me. But then after Waco, it was like nobody knew anybody, but they talked to each other as if we knew each other for years. And it was just mind-blowing that I'm standing in line waiting for the bus to come with my husband, and I'm just standing there because I don't know anybody, and people are just coming up to me and talking, and we're talking about where we're from and how hot it was, and crafting and families and businesses and things like that. It was just one conversation after another as if we knew each other this whole time. And then that's when it clicked to me when I saw these comments, like nobody knows anybody, but they know everybody at the same time. And so, and then after meeting you in Waco, I was like, oh, this is not so bad. Like, this is my people. Like, these are who I need to be with. They understand the creativity. I can get ideas and just explore more ideas. And ever since then, I just started commenting, and I want to encourage other people like they were encouraging me. And I just wanted to make sure that everyone felt welcomed, and as I felt welcome, because as I was commenting, other people were commenting with me. Even though the comments go really fast, I'm like trying to find that comment to let them know, like, hey, you can do this, or hey, you can find it here. Just let them know that someone is watching them and making sure that they get the information that they need. We may not catch all of them, but we do try. So I thought that this community, this craft community that you've built, has been like everything to me. At first I was intimidated. I had like boxes stacked up high, and one weekend I just decided to do them all. And it was just like, this was not so bad. Like, I don't know why I was so scared. They're simple. The videos, I was able to fast forward. I was able to pause. I was able to rewind and make sure I got it right. Or maybe I paused it to think, is that the route I want to go? And then seeing everyone's post on the group of how they did it or how they went a different route, and other crafts that they're doing and things that I could do with my daughter as well. So this community that has been built has been nothing but supportive. I've never came across anything judgmental. Like, everyone's just so nice and sweet. And if you're having a bad day, they're like, hang in there, things will get better. And I just love this group, and there's no way, and I've told this to my husband, like, there's no way I'm leaving this group. So you have to keep doing this forever, Christy.
You mean I never get to retire?
No.
So I love how you talk so much about how everyone encourages each other. For those that have seen videos of the live event and have heard about the live event and have heard about how amazing it is, the live event is really just the real life extension of what that group is every day. Everybody is super supportive. I love to see the little side conversations that happen in the group, and it even floods over to the main page. Like, I will see members of the group chatting back and forth and saying hi to each other in the lives over here on the main page. So it's really neat to see like friendships developing within the group. With that, I'm going to move to Miss Candace for a minute, because Miss Candace, she has made some friendships in that group. I know of particularly one friendship that she has made that is really, really special. Her and Miss Teresa Steves and Candace Barrett, those two, and when they're together live, oh, good Lord, you better just buckle your seatbelt, because these girls are going to give you a good time, okay?
That's right.
They are super, super fun. They are, they just glow and bounce off each other. But I want Miss Candace to kind of tell us a little bit about the friendship and how that friendship developed and how it came about. Because you guys became good friends before you had even met each other. You didn't come to the live event and become friends.
No.
You guys were friends, and you guys were supposed to come to the very first live event. You were supposed to both be there.
Yeah.
But Miss Candace couldn't make it. Miss Candace had some surgery and she didn't get the clearance. And I'll tell you, I tried. I'm like, well, maybe can we get you a nurse? We tried, because I really wanted to meet Miss Candace.
Yeah.
But she sadly couldn't come.
Right.
So they did end up meeting on their own prior to the next live event, but they both were at the second live event, and it was super, super fun to see. So can you talk to us a little bit about that friendship and kind of how that developed and you know, how the group kind of brought you two together?
Okay. So in the fall of 2020, Paul, my husband, was failing without a diagnosis. But when he forgot who I was, I knew that it had to have something to do with dementia. And the Christie's Craft Room became even more important to me, because Christy knew I was Miss Candace. So that was good. So I was watching the feed, all the comments, and I see this Teresa Steves, and she says something about Maine, and I'm like, oh, a crafter in Maine. So I messaged her, do you live in Maine? And she goes, no, we visit Maine. We live in Canada. And so after that live, we messaged back and forth a few times. And honestly, it was just a friendship was born. We started texting. My first official errand for Teresa was actually for her husband, Jamie. I had to go to the Christmas tree shop to get his special tea and mail it to them. And so I was able to do that. Teresa wanted to be a part of the VIP group, but she lived in Canada. And at that time, you didn't mail to Canada. And I said, well, just have it mailed to me and I'll send it to you. So we did that until you were mailing to Canada. Let's see, what else did we do? Oh, yes. So then we fast forward to 2000. Okay, so I've already had 2 knee replacements. Sadly, my husband did pass away in December of 2020. And I'm pretty sure, knowing that I was in good hands with you guys, I wouldn't have made it without you, all of you. But he died of dementia. And 2022 came, and I needed a hip replacement.
Oh, we're
Hold
listening.
on, we lost your sound, Miss Candace.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we've lost Miss Candace's sound. Yeah, we can't hear Miss Candace. Maybe she can go out and come back in like she did earlier.
Oh.
Okay, well, we'll see if she pops back in. She was having a little bit of trouble earlier, so she figured it out coming back in, so hopefully she makes her way back in again. So we'll see if she joins us. But for right now, we will move on to Miss Mary. Miss Mary Winkler and Mr. Heath Winkler, they were at the live event. Miss Mary's a member of the VIP group. And we got her back.
Let's see.
Hello. Can
You're back.
Okay, I'm back.
Can we
Okay.
hear her?
Nope.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Miss Candace, if you want to go ahead and finish up your story, then we'll move on to Miss Mary.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and move on to Miss Mary, and then we'll try to come back to Miss Candace. So Mary is a member of the VIP group. Heath is her husband, super, super supportive husband, very encouraging to her and being part of this group. He came to the live event. We got to have a little bit, the neat thing about the live event is we get little side conversations with people. So it was really neat. We had a little time where we had a chance to be able to sit with them, stand with them and chat with them a little bit. Mary has been in the group just like everybody else, but the last few months, Miss Mary has been sharing a lot with us in the group. She has a son who has been going through some medical things, and he's needed a lot of prayer. She's needed some encouragement, and she's been able to come to the group, and she's been posting updates for us, and just watching this, I'm going to get emotional. Just watching this community wrap their arms around her and support her and encourage her and genuinely pray for Christian, her son, through this, he's still still going through it, and he still needs prayers. And Mary has been very gracious in being willing to come here and share a little bit of her experience with how this community has been supportive of her and what it means to her to be part of this community. So if you just kind of want to give us a little, kind of fill us in a little bit and kind of show us or share with us your perspective of how this community has been supportive through this journey you've been going through.
Yes. When we came back in October from the live, we were on a high, and my son had graduated, had just gotten his master's, and he was taking exams to become a financial advisor. And so he was focused on getting his life started as a young, 24-year-old. And he ended up having a couple headaches, and he went, and they ended up finding out through the next few months that he had a brain tumor. And sorry. And the friends that I made.
Okay, take your time.
The friends that I made at the live. And when, you have family, we have very supportive family, and Christian does too, our work family. But it was just a little different because I sat there watching, one of the group chat, our VIP meetings. And I don't really remember if somebody said something and it just made me mention it, because I believe in prayer. And I was overwhelmed and humbled, and still am, by the support of this group. Like I said, this group started as an outlet for me to have some time for myself to create. And then I, just like the others had mentioned, a few people reach out, and, it makes you feel like, you're not alone. And I feel like this VIP group that's, starting with the two of you and this wonderful community that you have created and the people that are in it. They have on all the posts, people are like, please keep us updated, let us know. And it just means so much to me because I feel like that is, so helpful in getting through all this. Our son is our only child, and it took a long time to get him, and we wouldn't change anything. And just having this community, I feel like it's our family. I just can't really describe. We've had throughout our lives, we've had difficult things, and no matter what, at least as far as we're concerned, we would rather take on anything than have our child have to go through it. But it's a family, Christians dealing with it. We're dealing with it. We're trying to have what we can have for him. And because of your group, you've given me the ability to be able to step back and breathe and know that there are others out there that don't even know him, and and don't even know us, but through this we have that ability. And I am so grateful, and I want to say to everybody that has prayed and that continues to pray for him, we just appreciate it so much. And it just means everything. It just means everything. And, just like Veronica and Candace said, this is family. And, we're not going anywhere, and it's okay that you guys take a break, but stay here. So, just thank you to everybody that has been there for us.
Yes, I promise you, we are not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere.
So,
yeah. We will continue to, if anything has taken a little bit of break this summer, which if anybody that's on the live is watching is like, what are you talking about? We've taken a break from adding things to the shop a little bit this summer. If anything, it's going to give us more time to spend in the VIP group, which we love. We love the main page. We love so much about all the things that we do. But the VIP group definitely holds a special place in our heart. And it's because of the stories like this that we see. We get the honor and privilege of seeing all these connections happening, to seeing all these people praying for each other, encouraging each other, supporting each other. We are in the group all the time, watching the posts and approving the posts and seeing the comments and just kind of keeping an eye on everything. So we are very much aware of the connections that happen there, and the amazing love that the group shows each other. So Heath, I would like to turn to you for just a moment, just to get a little bit of the husband's perspective, because I'm sure there's some husbands out there that are probably like, girl, you got enough craft supplies. Why do you need to join a group? Like, you don't need anything else. Because I know my husband would have been thinking that way. Even when I started this page, he's like, girl, why are you buying more stuff? You got a room full of stuff. But can you give us your perspective a little bit, being the husband, and why do you encourage Mary to be part of this group, and kind of what your thoughts are about the group and what you see from the outside?
Sure. Well, you can tell by talking to Mary that before she joined this group, she was out every night drinking, smoking, getting in bar fights, and this just changed her. She,
I told you he's a lot like Tim, didn't I?
Yeah, sorry. You have a nice group of people, and I think people that follow you, they're just attracted to it. You have wholesome values, you're family oriented, she's always been crafty and she likes doing her crafts, and that's a good thing. Why not encourage it? You know, if your wife's going to be happy, I don't know why you would say stop. I mean, there's so many other things that are bad that could be going on in a marriage. She wants to craft. That's great. You know, she's home. She'll do her crafts while I sit there and paint toy soldiers. It's just a time we can talk while she's doing it. So I don't see there's any reason why, you know, for her not to be doing crafts. It's good for me too, because she's happier. And I get to, you know, a lot of times I get to listen to recordings of Tim while I'm in the shower, because she'll walk in and she'll be like, hey, listen to what Tim just said to Christy. And I'm like, okay. I'll listen right here in the shower.
So are you saying that Tim joins you in the shower? Is that what we're hearing?
In a way, but there's definitely a curtain in between us. Yeah. Yep. So it's good for her. It's good for her.
As long as that curtain's there.
Yep. It's positive.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So that's awesome. So I would like to know if there was one thing, we'll go through each of you, you guys can take turns. If there was one thing that you would want to say to somebody who is on the fence, they've been thinking about it, they've been kind of lurking and kind of hemming and hawing, and they're just not sure, what would you say to them about why they should just take the leap and join the group? And then we'll go through you all. We'll start with Veronica, and then you can go right to Candace, and then to Mary, and then Heath. If you can kind of share, what would you say to a husband that was kind of like, no, you don't really need to do this? What would you say to them if they were on the fence about their wife joining?
I'd say,
starting with
Veronica. I'm sorry.
So I was on the fence as well. When I joined, I like, do I really want to? Am I gonna have time? So I was on the fence on joining, and then it'll occur to you that you could join and then you could leave. And if you want to come back, you can come back. So that was always the option. I was like, well, if it's not for me, then I'll just leave. But that was not the case. My main focus was just crafting, and that's what I want to do. I needed an outlet. I needed something for my mental health when I'm just so overwhelmed with things. But then it became something even more than just crafting. It became, seeing Christy and Tim every Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and, on the VIP craft group and the bonus craft group, and all the lives that come in whenever y'all pop in every now and then as a surprise. So it became more than that. And then with the community interacting with each other, helping each other out, and just being supportive and friendly and non-judgmental, it just became what I thought was just crafting became way more than I have thought and expected. And it's something definitely I would feel that as me as a woman, we need more of, just more women to lean on, even men. But of course, the community is mostly of women. We have a few men in there, and just leaning on each other, because sometimes we need that, and sometimes we don't always get that. I'm always working, and if I'm not working, I'm with my kids, and so seeing my friends is very, very few. But now it's like I see my friends. I get to interact with my friends every week, 3 times, 4 times a week sometimes, just interacting with them and having fun and encouraging everyone just to craft. So if anyone's on the fence about it, I would say just do it. Just try it out. And if you don't like it, then you can leave. And if you want to come back, you could always come back. So it's not, you have to do this, you have to commit. It's you're choosing. It's what you want to do. It's if it's meant to be for you, stay. If it's not, then leave. And if you decide you want to come back, then come back. So I love that openness to it. So if anyone's ever on the fence, I'd say just at least try and see where it goes. And believe me, the community of this group has been far beyond my expectations, and I could never see myself leaving this group. I mean, I think I posted earlier today or yesterday that I will pick change out of my couch just to pay for my VIP group.
That's right.
All right, Miss Candace, if you want to go next.
Okay. I know I got interrupted and everything, but Teresa Steves has become a really good friend. And she was a support system for me when I had, before my hip surgery. She and her husband visited me on their way to the first live. And she's just a wonderful friend that I've met through this group. The Christie's VIP group, it's just so much more to me than crafts. Don't get me wrong, love the crafts. Got to have the crafts. I've got plenty of them downstairs. I've got a mini craft Christie's store downstairs because I just like to buy crafts. But for me, it's the people. Christy and Tim have let me become a part of things like sending, I believe it was the smoked paprika I replaced, so he didn't have to talk about that anymore. And the Scrabble letters and the 150 slices of lemons, and just allowed me to be part of their page. Christy's parents and her kids were so sweet and special to me at the first live I got to go to in Waco. The staff is they just look at this little old lady and go, oh, you poor dear, but they're just so kind about it. And and then, the members of the VIP group, the greetings, the comments, they make me smile. The friends I've made, the need for prayers which are shared. And I hope you don't mind, Mary, but I did take Christian to my church and ask for prayer for him. So we're praying. And the joys that are shared. I remember getting to Waco and I couldn't stop smiling. When I met Tim and Christy, I don't know, I'm a fan. And I walked away and I was crying, and Teresa comes up to me. She goes, "What's wrong?" I met Tim and Christy. She's like, "Oh my Lord," But anyway, Christy and Tim, you guys truly were there when I lost my husband, when he died and went to heaven. And the group is there for me. I was amazed. I continue to be amazed at how many people actually like me and want to spend time with me, not wanting anything from me, but just to be me. And it's lovely. And I said, God has made my world so much better with Christy, Tim, and the VIP friends. If you need somebody or a lot of somebody's, we're here, and we'll have fun crafting, but we're here for you. So.
I love that. I mean, what's not to like about Miss Candace, y'all? I mean, the smile on her face at the live event, like you did not see her without that big old smile, that big grin across her face. She just lit up the room. So it was an honor for lots of people to get to meet Miss Candace. So thank you. We're going to move on to Miss Mary now. We're going to move on to Mary, and then we'll go to Heath next, right after Mary.
Well, I would say if you're on the fence, to just jump over and get started. All of us had a little bit of wait time, so you guys don't need to. It is beyond creating which again, like Candace said, is wonderful. It is, you will be surprised at what you get out of it. And like Veronica had mentioned that she didn't put herself out there in the beginning, and then people came to her, and that's exactly how I felt. And I think that no matter who you are, no matter what you do, whether you haven't crafted before, I mean, I've seen ladies on there that they've never crafted before, but they just wanted to try. I haven't done these types of crafts in many years. And when I first saw it, I was like, oh, that's a neat technique. Oh, you know, all the things that Christy teaches you, not only on the live page, but in the group. So you have the, if you, like, my heart is so, I feel so blessed to be a part of this group, and that I think if you're on the fence, try it. You're not going to lose. You're only going to gain, even if it's for a couple months or for as long as Christy and Tim are there. I would jump the fence. Definitely. How about you?
I'm next.
Go ahead.
Ooh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Well, I got a chance to meet Tim and Christy personally, and you know, part of what I do is I do forensics, so I have to pay attention to how people act and what they do and what they say. These guys are genuine, and the people that I met at that at Waco were, you know, nice people. Just, you know, Mary and I, sometimes we feel like we're an island here, like how we think about things and how we should treat people and what we should be doing with our lives and what we should prioritize. But really there, I felt very comfortable there, you know, and then I'm kind of a standoff a little bit person. And my wife got right in and started talking to people she didn't know, which I don't see her do, really. It was nice. And a lot of like-minded people, good priorities, and had a lot of fun. You know, she had a lot of fun. So I'd say if you're a husband and you enjoy seeing your wife in a good mood, I would say, you know, you really, you know, the investment for joining the VIP group is not that much for having your wife be happy. So I'd say it's a good thing to do from a husband's standpoint. And you can actually, you know, you can be part of it too from the sidelines if you want to, and come in and talk to people. And yeah, it's a lot of good people, a lot of good conversation I had in Waco. I'd talked to her on the way home. I said, you know, a lot of nice people there, and we keep in touch with people, emailing and texting. Well, she does, and she tells me what they say. And, you know, I make comments back, of course, and it's nice. Yeah. So I would say, if you go ahead as a husband, just say, yeah, do that. You're good. So. That's
awesome.
Me.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. So I just want to mention a couple things. One, we don't charge extras for the husbands to sit in and overhear and watch. We have lots of husbands that sit on the sidelines and watch, and just, you know, like, what did Tim just say? Did I just hear a can opening over there? What's it? What is this, crafting, or what are you watching? I thought you were crafting. So we don't charge extra for the husbands unless they want a kit. Then they would have to sign up. And we do have some husbands that throughout the years have gotten kits, and we do have some currently that get the kits. A couple questions that I saw coming through in the comments. Someone said that they're a beginner crafter, that they're brand new. Someone who is a beginner crafter, we walk you through, like when I'm live here on the page, I kind of cruise through and just go through the steps, and But in the VIP group, we go a little bit slower. We take a little bit more time. We will repeat the instructions if somebody needs it repeated. We'll re-show things. Sometimes we'll pause and show a technique and kind of go deeply over it just to make sure that somebody who's struggling really gets it and understands. Because our goal at the end of craft night is for everybody to have a craft that they're proud of. And if we need to take a little bit more time to do that, we're going to do that. Plus, we have a lot of fun while we're doing it, so it's okay that it takes a little bit longer. A couple people asked how much it is. It's $42 a month. That includes your kit. That includes the fun craft night where we craft the kit in the group at the end of the month. That includes the shipping for that kit. We don't currently charge for shipping in addition to your kit, which in today's world, that's rare. You don't see that very often anymore. And I don't know that we can do that forever. We're going to keep it that way as long as we can. But once you sign up, you are locked in at your price. So if we ever do have to raise the price due to shipping or anything like that, you would be locked in at your price unless you canceled. So we do go live normally we shoot for the 3rd or the 4th Saturday of the month. It just depends on the holidays. There's a lot of months that have holidays at the end of the month, so we will do the 3rd Saturday of the month in that case. And then we do our bonus craft night where we give a supply list and we get together and craft those items. And we give you the supply list about a week ahead of time so you can kind of gather up the things that you need in case you want to craft with us. And that's usually the 2nd Thursday of the month. That's what we shoot for unless there's a holiday or we have something else going on and we can't do it that night. But we have a ton of fun. You know, we talk a lot about the crafts themselves throughout these few days while we've got the group open. But I thought it was really, really neat to have some of the members come here and talk about beyond the crafts. Like, we didn't talk a lot about crafts tonight. We talked a lot about the community, and the community is probably way more valuable than even the crafts. The crafts are fun. They're cute. You know, we try to make things that we think the group is going to like, but the community is so much more, and you can't even put a price tag on that. But if you go to the link, if you are interested and you want to know the details of everything that you get for the group, there is a link in the comments of the video. Tim can put it there one more time. And you can check that out and read through it. You can always email us, Christy's team at christyscraftroom.com, and we can answer any questions that you have. But I hope this gave you guys watching, and those of you that are on the fence and you're thinking about it, a little bit of a peek into what the group is. We have right now 4 people here that are, you know, part of this group in this community. But there's a whole lot more. If you're watching in the comments, we have tons of the VIP members chatting in the comments right now and sharing their experience and saying hi to the ladies and just kind of like saying what their favorite things are. So Miss Janet says, nice to see familiar names on the camera. So yeah, we thought it'd be fun for you guys to be able to see the faces that go with those names. So I appreciate and want to say thank you to every single one of these wonderful ladies and gentlemen for joining us tonight. I'm going to ask you guys to stick around when we end the live. Don't go anywhere because we'll chat with you guys more after. Okay, so don't leave us. Okay. But Tim, do you have anything else to add?
That's not a microphone.
I take it. Anything to add? Oh, I'm a dork. I took out of my
you know, what's going on here?
I can hear myself talking. I'm still doing it. I can hear myself talking, so I take it out of my ear because it's distracting to myself. Because you all know I can't focus. I can't hear myself and talk at the same time. Sorry, Tim. Do you have anything you would like to add?
How do you top that? No, it's just, you know, guys, it's we have a blast. You know, on the craft nights, I pretty much follow the rules, but on the craft challenge night, sorry, I got to hold this up here. So on the craft challenge night, I do go a little bit rogue, but it's, you know, we're both a little unfiltered when we get into the VIP group, and we just, you know, it gives us a chance to be a lot more. Not that we're not real on the main page, but we get to be a little more open and a little more free.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have to worry so much about it. So,
Yep.
Oh, and then we get this guy. So, but yeah, really, that's all. You know, it's really just a great time. And you know, when it first started out, I was literally sitting on my recliner watching TV. You know, shooting comments from the peanut gallery.
Yep.
So
we hope this kind of helped you guys to see a little bit more about what the VIP group is. So the link is in the comments. It's in the description. Check it out. Come join us in the VIP group. And if you have questions, like I said, email us, christysteam@christyscraftroom.com. We're going to let you guys go, but make sure you guys show Veronica, Candace, Mary, and Heath all a little bit of love and appreciation for being here tonight. We really appreciate them. They all did amazing. They were all super, super nervous, and they all did fabulous. So thank you guys. So we will see you guys. Everybody, you guys stay.
You four hang on for a minute.
Everybody else, we will see you guys tomorrow. We have some fun things planned tomorrow. So you guys have a great rest of your night. Stay safe, take care, and come join us in the VIP group.
Bye, guys. Okay.